How you doing?
I'm so well. How about you? I was just waiting for you to
Oh,
come on.
sorry.
I,
You're
I
waiting.
finished. I
Sorry.
was finished my meeting. Oh, I'm trying to get some light in here. Ah,
So,
no, too yellow. Hang
yeah.
on.
Do you have
Okay,
one of
we'll do
those
it that
quad
way.
lights? Do you have one of
I
those quad
I do. I do. But I've got the yellow
the filter on?
filter on it, so
No.
not enough time to change it. I'm standing in front of an open window, so it shouldn't be this yellow.
Yeah, it looks natural. So,
Okay.
a lot of questions to get at. I always do. I think I've asked you about 5,000 questions since we started. Um, do you think the stay-at-home order is going to be so? We're hearing rumors June 2nd. Okay,
Well,
so
I told you that last week.
yeah, so I'm going to assume it's June 2nd now, right? Because I can't imagine things opening up
Well,
in like 9 days.
they were never gonna open up before the long weekend, let's be
Yeah,
honest. They
yeah.
were
So
never going to. It was going to be possibly after the long weekend. But they know that the longer they keep us in lockdown, the better the situation improves. And let's go through how the numbers are changing in our favor. And they're really basing this on the UK and the Israel model, where they did stay in lockdown a lot longer than people had hoped or had wanted to. And they used that time to get people vaccinated. And now they're opening and and everything is well, other than the political situation, but
yeah,
everything is good.
true. So do you think June 2nd, like June 2nd is the date? Is that when they're going to open up like, North Bay, and then Mississauga is going to stay in lockdown for a little bit longer?
So I think it'll go back to the color coded framework, but
Okay.
I'm speculating, right? I'm speculating because I don't know. I get the information, about the same time you do.
I think even a little sooner than I do.
No, actually, I don't.
Well,
I wish I did, but I don't. So color coded framework. And so, it depends where our numbers are. And let's just talk about the numbers in a second. Um, we all know that 40 is the magic number for red. And now they're speculating that 80 is the magic number for gray. Because remember, we never had that threshold of
yeah,
where do you cross from red into gray? And, when do you go down from the gray into red? And we never knew because we were at 60. And we said, well, can we go into red because across the street they're in red? And it only makes sense. And that seemed like so long ago, and it really wasn't. Right, right. It was 12 weeks ago.
so let's pick months here, okay? So I'll ask you, when do you see yourself on a patio in Mississauga? What month?
July.
July? Okay. So when do you see yourself in a indoor dining restaurant experience?
September.
September? Okay, interesting.
Hmm.
Okay.
How about you?
I always said July. I always said July. And I said that like back in January, because
And
I just,
that's for indoor or outdoor?
that's for indoor, indoor.
Oh,
That's,
indoor.
I
I'll worry
think,
about indoor. I'm not sure we'll go to indoor that quickly, but you never know. Like
yeah.
let's go through the numbers, okay?
Okay.
Because yesterday on the call, Dr. Lowe had said we're declining about 2.5% per week, but actually it was better than that because I just got the numbers. Ooh, drum roll, please. All right, yeah. So Peel numbers, the Peel. Mississauga is just awesome, by the way. You rock it. Right? You're so good. So Peel, last week, remember, we were 348 cases per 100,000. This week we are 297.
297.
So
Okay.
yeah, so we're down 51 actually, but we're down.
Good.
And Mississauga is the same. So we were 282 last week, 240.
Nice. Okay.
Very
Good.
good. Caledon was 326 cases per 100,000. They're quite high per 100,000. And they are today 292. So we're the best of all three municipalities, by the way.
Good.
Brampton was at 455. And they've dropped the furthest, but they have the furthest to go, right? 387.
Okay.
So that's very good news. But the important thing is the R factor. Oh, hang on. Who is calling me?
You can grab it if you want. Go ahead.
No, I
Kill
can't.
conversation.
Yeah. Okay. It's actually my bank.
Uh,
So the R factor is really good. Peel's is 0.89.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, Mississauga's is 0.9.
Oh,
0.91, Khaled is 0.92. It's Brampton that has really come down, and that is such great news because they have to come down or we're not going to open. 0.87, 0.87. That is so great because they were 0.93 last week. So I'm so excited. I really am. And still the most predominant variant is the 117, which is the one that originated in the UK. The 1351 is the South African. There are very few cases of that. Only 66 in Peel total, half of those in Brampton. And the P1 is the Brazilian, and under 500 of those in Peel. And we have no cases of the Indian variant. So that is very.
So we don't have any cases in Mississauga. Or Peel?
It would be in Peel. It would be listed here, and it's not.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's not listed here, and it should be. It would have to be. So that is elsewhere. So that is really, really good news. But the really good news, what we should talk about, is doses after dark.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to get to that at the end.
Okay.
Keep it positive.
Okay.
That is a positive story.
Okay. It is
Yeah.
a huge
Trust me, I had a soundbite from Dr. Lowe today about it as well. So
what did he say? What did he say? Was he excited?
Oh, he was just, he wouldn't give me too much away. Like he was telling them some special guests and stuff. And I was like, who? And I'm like, he wouldn't tell me. I'm like, I know you're going to say it tomorrow.
Well, it's not me because I haven't been invited.
Well, Dr. Lowe's going to be there.
I know it's his. Well, it's his show, so of course he's going to be there. It's his thing, and so he should be. Anyways, okay. But now I'm hearing rumors of musical acts.
That's good.
Some musicians and maybe some star athletes and stuff like that. It'll be fun. Like it'll be a great carnival. We should talk about it. We should talk about it. What's that? I don't know. Well, wouldn't that be great? I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know. They don't tell me those things. They always say that. I'm not on I'm on a need to know basis. So
yeah, you'll be asked on like Thursday.
Right. Oh, did we forget Saturday? What are you doing later today, Mayor Crombie? Of course, I'm staying at home because I'm supposed to. So
yeah, your shift will be like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Right? I know.
So let's talk. So there was a huge party, an illegal party in Toronto.
In Toronto.
In Toronto, massive illegal party.
$13,000 worth of alcohol was confiscated.
That's pretty serious.
That's a lot of alcohol. I don't know what these people were drinking. Holy smokes! Maybe it was all scotch or something.
Probably Japanese. But has Mississauga seen any parties like this?
No, absolutely not. I have the enforcement numbers here.
Okay.
So I want to print those for you now. Thursday there was a fitness facility with multiple previous complaints, and they got a Part 3 summons. So we can.
So I'm just going to bring up the name. Is it Hot Fitness?
It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me, but I would expect it. Well, there's one other that gives us a problem, but that one is the main one. And then on Friday, there was a non-essential indoor shopping occurring. Friday, most egregious was a car meetup, and we've had some of those. 12 tickets were given out. And also an organized cricket game, 20 tickets were given out. And those tickets were only given out because they wouldn't disperse, right? That's why. And then on Saturday, there were 2 private residence parties that tickets were given out. Sunday, non-essential indoor shopping again, and another private residence party. So that's 3 last weekend. And then the security highlights. So these were just people playing organized sports, but our ambassadors told them the rules and they disbanded, no problem. So, some were wearing masks, some were groups playing soccer or cricket or soccer or basketball or having a barbecue or playing cricket or playing hockey or basketball or volleyball. So,
Mayor Crombie, have you seen more gyms starting to open up illegally? Because
I haven't seen it personally. I know that there have been 2 that have given us some that have been problematic.
Yeah. Okay.
That haven't want to play by the rules. And there is a loophole it's not a loophole. It allows people with physical disabilities to go in on a, you know, in a very controlled way to get their exercise. I mean, these are people with, you know, disabilities, and so, you know, so we know that the gym that you mentioned and the other one have been allowing more than just those people inside.
Have they been closed, do you know, these two gyms?
So no,
No?
because there is a loophole that it's very difficult for us to close them, but they have been receiving penalties and fines that will be assessed by the courts. You know, they're going to have a big problem if the courts honor the fines. They're going to have a big problem.
Okay. Let's talk about vaccines. Okay, I know Peel and Toronto were getting 50% of the vaccine allocation for Ontario. That actually expires next week.
That's right.
Now,
That's for this weekend, next week. We have a lot of vaccines. So I guess my message is make an appointment and go and get vaccinated, because we have an awful lot of vaccine that we have to get into arms. Here, the good news is we're about we're 48 to 50% of 18 plus receiving their first dose. That is really good news. And our goal is 75% by June of all 18 plus. So we're on track. And yeah, so we have an awful lot of vaccine coming in, huge amounts, huge and huge. So, you know, our hospitals are giving out about 8,000 a day. Our mass vax clinics about 15,000 a day. Pharmacies about 10,000 doses they've been giving. That's for a week. Primary care sites were expanded and given about 5,000 doses. There's mobile and pop-up clinics that have been given. 30 of them are coming, and I don't know all the locations because they don't tell us, because frankly, you know that they're targeted for specific communities or specific employers. So it doesn't really give the public an opportunity to register. So, but there are about 30 of them coming, and they all, again, have about 5,000 a week. And then our fixed clinics, which are doing 15 to 20,000 a day, and you know, upwards between 100,000 and when they ramp up 150,000 a week. It's really great news. Really, really great news.
Mayor Crombie, once this expires, are you going to be advocating to get that back up to 50 again until everybody's vaccinated?
I think they're open to it. I mean, you know, our goal is, I mean, we all recognize that until we can control the spread of the virus here in Peel, life can't go back to normal elsewhere because it will continue to spread. So I think there's a recognition that we have to get it under control here. So they are open to the idea of 2 more weeks worth of supply. So yeah.
All
so
right.
it is really, really great news. Really, so we have administered 650,000 doses, and you know our population's about 1.5. So
yeah,
that's great, right? That's really terrific.
So I get this question all the time, and I'm sure you get it as well. I've been vaccinated, right? Yep. You've been vaccinated, yep. Right?
Yep.
Can we hang out with other people that have been vaccinated?
No, not yet, because it doesn't give you 100%. Well, it doesn't give you 100% coverage yet. You still may get the virus. Your symptoms won't be as severe. You may not have to be hospitalized, but you could also spread it to somebody else, right? So you're not completely covered yet until after your second dose, although it's given you a lot of good coverage. And I don't know, I've heard different estimates, whether it's 80% or 65%. I don't know if it depends on the vaccine or if it depends on, I don't know, the numbers you've heard. So you're not completely protected yet. And, you know, you could still be a carrier. So they're saying after 2 doses, if everyone has. But then you still should be careful, right? You still should be careful, because I don't think they know completely if you can still carry it, even if you won't get it yourself, or if the symptoms will be, you know, less severe, mild. You know, can you carry it to someone else? Because there still will be people who will not have been vaccinated, who, for whatever reasons, are choosing not to, and for a multitude of reasons, right? And, you know, some may have an allergy or just the philosophy that says they don't want to be vaccinated, right? There are lots of reasons.
So still follow the rules even after you get vaccinated.
The rules.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
All right. Are we going to be allowed to play outside? I sound like a child here, right?
Did you,
Like,
please, Mom, can I go
yeah.
outside? All right. So did you see my tweet today? Yes, I tweeted again. I know Mayor Brown did yesterday. I did today. You know, time to lift the rules on outdoor amenities and outdoor recreation. I feel particularly bad for children and families, the kids who are indoors or online learning all day long. And then there's, you know, it's very tough for them to go out and run around and exercise. There's no sporting activity. So we're very hopeful. And this isn't about, you know, middle-aged guys who want to play golf. This is about where the risk of transmission is minimal and exercise and athletic activity. That's what this is about. So the risk is minimal on the tennis court or on the golf course or playing soccer or baseball or cricket, right? We just have to stay away from other people. Basketball is the one that does give me indigestion. You know that, because we do know that kids gather to shoot hoops.
Yeah. So you don't think it'll happen before May 20th? Nothing.
I don't know. We keep putting on the pressure, and the science table's been putting on the pressure as well.
Yeah. So,
right? They have, because they know, hey, we never asked for everything to close down, and the risk of transmission is very minuscule. I heard was it Sarkawi or Bogosh today use that word, minuscule outdoors. So,
you know what? I saw you. Sorry, go ahead.
No, initially I know that Dr. Lowe felt that it sent the wrong signal to start opening something when the numbers were so high, but the numbers are starting to decline, and we know the risk is very low outside, and people do need exercise for their physical and their mental health.
I was going to say, I did see your Instagram stories and your homemade boot camp. That was amazing. So you're going hardcore.
Oh my gosh, that's my F45 class, and I don't know if you
That's
saw,
crazy.
I had my little iPad up following along. We usually do that in the basement, but it was so nice. Saturday, I think we did it, my daughter and I, and so we did it. We went outside. We brought everything outside.
I did the 100% like so.
Thank you.
Yeah. So do you think the school will be open for in-class learning by the end of the school year? I feel I sound like a broken record, but I know
I know it's hard for me to speculate. It's not my bailiwick, right? The school's opening or closings. But if I had to guess, and I probably know as much on this as you do, I probably think not until the fall. And then, you know, we're probably Pfizer's now been approved for children 12 and up. So that, you know, once all the adults 18 plus are vaccinated, there'll probably be a push on youth 12 and up to get vaccinated, I would think.
So I was just reading that one of the public health bodies in Ontario has signups for 12 to 17-year-olds already.
Where is that?
I believe it's in Windsor or somewhere southern Ontario.
I know that Halton had 16 plus in hot zones, which is great. Which is great. I think by the end of May, if we're at 75% of 18 plus, we may go down there as well. We are. I know some of the numbers. We're 75 plus of 70 and up right now. I'll call it 65 and up, almost 60 and up. Let's call it 75% of 60 and up, which is great. But what we want is 75% of 18 and up now. 55 and up is not bad. It's almost 70%. We're getting there. We're getting there. I have all that breakout.
Good. Are you worried about the province saying don't go anywhere, Peel residents, once other parts of, you know, Ontario?
That usually is a corollary, right? That stay home, gray usually does mean don't go anywhere.
Sure.
And I know I was in a meeting with, I sit on Association of Municipalities Ontario Executive Committee, let's call it that. As vice chair of the Ontario Big City Mayors, I sit on that. And a lot of them are small town rural mayors, and in Northern Ontario too, that don't want people coming to check on their cottage on the long weekend. They don't want all of us from GTHA to come up north. They don't want that. So they were heavily lobbying all the ministers on the call, participating on the call with us, that the lockdown order stay in place until at least after the long weekend, and they didn't want to encourage any travel anywhere. But that has been part of it. I mean, you know, that has been part of the lockdown orders to stay home. I mean, you're supposed to do the right thing. Yeah. No one's going to stop you, and ask you. You're on the honor system, and you know, of course, there are always exemptions. You may have to go, you know, I don't know. go to
Yeah,
your dentist. I don't know.
I've been listening, and where I live, it's a 30-minute walk to the closest pizza, so there's nothing to do. So tell us about the vaccine rave party this
Yes.
weekend. I'm aging myself by using the word rave.
It's going to be fun, right? Doses in the dark. I mean, how creative is that? And our public officer of health came up with it. I was so impressed. So it'll be 7,500 doses that will be available for vaccination. Actually, I think they opened up this morning, and another 2,500 appointments opened up at 4 p.m. And it'll be run on Saturday, May 15th at 12:30, all the way to 8:30 p.m. on Sunday. So the 32 hours. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And the clinic is open to anyone, all Peel residents, 18 plus. So that's the really, really great news. And you just will book it on the same booking systems, whether it's the Peel site or the Trillium Health Partners site. I think you can book on either. The Peel Region of Peel's booking site is what they're telling me. The appointments are booked on the Region of Peel's booking site. If you're a non-resident of Peel, there are some other updates on getting vaccinated. That's other information. Okay. So
and you're going to be from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. on Saturday?
Apparently, yes. Apparently that's no. I haven't been told what my shift is yet, but I assume I'll be invited. I assume I'll be invited to. And I'd love to go. I think it sounds like a lot of fun. Hey, any opportunity to get dressed up and leave the house, right?
Good point.
I started to dress up just to go to the grocery store. What are you doing here? Mom, why are you washing your hair? I got to go out. Got to go to the grocery store today.
So, the Square One's still open, right?
Yes, because there are essential businesses in there, and there's also a pickup and delivery, right? You can pick up.
I do my
but the
senior
stores.
walk.
Oh, do you do your seniors walk? But not for in-person shopping.
No,
only for pickup. Only for pickup and delivery. Great.
But I'm going to get to viewers' questions here. These are strictly viewers' questions today. I think we talked about this. Is there any chance Peel will fully reopen sometime this year?
I'm very hopeful of that. Yeah. I'm very hopeful of that. I mean, if we can have all of us vaccinated first dose by June and second dose by the fall, let's call it September, October, and have the kids done to go back to school, well, maybe we'll have a regular Thanksgiving or a normal Christmas. Wouldn't that be spectacular?
That would be cool.
I know, right? It's almost 2 years of a kind of a blip in your life where, remember those 2 years we stayed home because we had to, because of this nasty virus that was going around? Imagine, we'll be telling our grandchildren about it.
Yeah, I think the New Year's party at Celebration Square this year, if it's allowed to happen.
Fantastic,
it's
right?
Like 3 years of budget to the entertainment.
Right. I agree. Let's have fireworks that go on for 30 minutes.
So, okay, so let's get to the next question. I don't know if you heard, but right before we got on, Dr. David Williams, the Chief Medical Officer of Ontario, pretty much stopped AZ. I
heard about it. I was on another call. I had a board meeting call, but my staff briefed me that that's what had happened, and that's a shame. That's really a shame because the risk there has been so low as well. I think we've had 5 cases of blood clots. There are other medications that the symptom of a blood clot is much higher with certain medications. All medications have a side effect, right? And 5 people out of 6 million, I think that's how many we've given in Ontario. Well, not all of AZ, but let's call it that across Canada. The risk is so minute. And I know that the doctors, the ones we follow and respect, Bogosh and Sarkawi's our homeboy, right? Dr. Sarkawi lives right here in South Mississauga. Yeah, so he's disappointed. Bogosh is disappointed. I think they all are.
Which leaves me homeless.
It leaves you what?
Homeless in regards to the second shot, right?
Homeless. Well, I thought they made it available for second only, but not first.
No, they haven't. They haven't okayed that.
Okay, because I think that was the thinking. If you're one of those, you didn't have a side effect, so you can have it for your second. But there's also a school of thought that if you had the AZ, you may want to have an mRNA for your second dose, right? There's that. I don't think they've come to a conclusion on that yet. They're still studying it, so we shouldn't advocate that. I always get in trouble. Just stop giving out medical advice. I'm just sharing what I read, what I heard, what I know. I'm not giving any medical advice.
So the question is here, do you know when Ontario might open 80 plus for second doses for the vaccine?
Oh, yeah, part of me thought they already had. There's certainly, I think it's imminent. It's imminent. And certainly there are people with some serious health conditions that can sign up for their second dose. And I think 80 plus can.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure you can. If you can get on the system and register, then you're allowed, right? Go
For the
try.
second dose?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
some people have gotten them because 80 plus got their first dose when? In February, right?
Yeah.
March,
Okay.
April, May, June, or was it January? It's their 4 month wait. There's a 4 month wait, but initially there was only a 2 month wait. So some people were receiving them.
Okay. Well, I'll get the Mississauga fact checkers on that.
Do we need Lola? Do we need to get one for Lola?
Lola, no, Lola already had it. She already has it. Thank goodness. So
Yeah,
she's
good.
yeah.
Good.
So here's a fairly serious question.
Okay.
And this is a little bit. It's not COVID. We're going to shift gears here. Are we going to rename Duke of York Boulevard because of the allegations of Prince Andrew?
Well, that's not come up before.
Oh,
And
really?
there's still allegations, right? I think
Yeah.
we have to wait to let that play out a little bit. The downtown core, I remember Frank Dale was the councillor at the time, who was the regional chair and has now retired, had named all the downtown core streets for, the royal family,
Yeah.
Royal Princess, Duke of York, etc. So
So
no, that
that's never
hasn't
come
come
up
up.
before?
No,
Oh,
no,
interesting.
no. Certainly we're looking at the indigenous names,
Yeah.
right? Right.
Okay.
Those are some of the names we've been looking at, but that hasn't come up yet. But and these are just allegations right now as well.
Yeah. Okay. And these, these are just questions that I get. So,
Okay.
these are more fun. But what's the first restaurant Bonnie will hit when this is?
I
And I
try to
didn't touch
support.
that.
I
I
try
didn't.
to support a lot of restaurants through takeout, right? Takeout and delivery. It's take home Tuesday tonight for me. We
Yeah.
did takeout Tuesday. We did takeout Monday as well, as I recall. And there's always a takeout Wednesday. We do a lot of takeout. I love to cook, but it just seems I always feel like I need to support our restaurants. So, you know what? Any of them. I
Oh,
can't. I can't
okay.
name them.
So
I can't name them. I love them all, and they know that.
so I told
They
my
know
boy.
who they are. They know who
So
they are.
have you ever tried Mazraoui Egyptian Kitchen?
Oh, I love Egyptian food.
Have you ever tried?
Where is it? Where is it?
It is Air Mills and Britannia.
Oh, yummy.
Anyway, they want
They
you to
won't.
try their food.
Oh, I would love to. Will they
Oh,
deliver to me? I'm in the South, though. I have to go
oh,
up there, I think.
100%. You're the mayor of the city. They're going to deliver.
I don't want people to go out of their way. Maybe the next time I'm
I
coming
will.
home from City Hall, I'll swing by and pick it up.
Okay, so that's yeah. Anyways, he just wanted me to tell you that.
Oh, that's
It's
so nice. I love Middle Eastern food, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, best Egyptian food in the city, guaranteed. And I
Lovely.
have to. That's all the questions I have.
I'm never going to be skinny because I just love food. I'm a foodie, right? I love to eat. I'm a foodie.
Okay, as long as you keep on doing those boot camps, you'll be fine.
F45, yeah. So
Yeah.
there. I hope Drew and Lish are watching now. They love it when I give them a shout out.
Yeah.
But those F45 franchises are everywhere now. Every community has one. So there's so many gyms. You know what? No matter what the gym is, there are so many. Every community has their own gym too. There are a number of them around me as well. And it's just important to get physical exercise. And that's why we've all been advocating, like, open up outside, let us go out and get exercise. There's outdoor equipment to work out as well. So listen, we did.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I said we did doses in the dark. We did the numbers update. We did the enforcement. What did we miss?
We didn't miss anything. We usually don't. And boom, it is 5 o'clock.
All right.
So,
Thank you.
all right.
Thanks
Okay.
very much for having me. Thank you.
Okay, bye.